because of their shitty marketing, they figure, oh, we don't even tell them shit as
They're
it is
the
anyway.
marketing team. The leakers are the marketing team for fucking
The
Dragon
leakers,
Ball.
no, for real though.
Like-
He's right.
Like, yeah, I don't get it. But if that's even the case, right? Hypothetically, then it's like, why delay it? Like, let them leak it. Let them be your fucking marketing team, I guess.
Let me ask you a question.
Pay them though.
But wait. Let me ask you a question. Why are they doing that, right? Why would they make themselves a whole new movie and only release it for themselves?
Because they're Japan.
You got it. They don't make fucking sense. And it all comes back to that. So you know what? We're done here. That's our thoughts on this whole thing.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Oot. I'm here with my brother Oot and the homie Kai, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today, boys, children of all ages? We're back for another episode of the Full Power Podcast. I'll do the Brian. I know you like this jingle thing. I didn't think you were gonna like this. I didn't think you were gonna like that button.
Funky.
Yeah, you like that shit? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for another episode. Oh, yes. Enough of that. Enough of that shit, man. Freaking get the hell out of here. Do the freaking formalities. Brother, how you doing today, sir?
Good. Got our last day of work. You know, vibing.
Oh, shit. Last day of the old job.
The old job.
Time for the new shit.
Next week.
Uh.
Yeah. Well, this coming week. So.
Okay. All right.
We good after. We good though.
Okay. All right. Ding, ding. Freaking right there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Barney's excited. Okay. Got the new employment on the fucking shit. Kai, man, what's up? How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I'm fucking chilling. I'm great. I've been really getting out lately.
You want to elaborate a little bit more? Let the people know what's going on this Full Power
man.
Podcast spin-off series we got going on.
My absurdly short ass has been hitting the ball court.
Okay.
Basketball all day,
Activity.
buckets.
Oh,
No,
buckets.
I'm not nice with it.
Okay. Well, listen, I can assure you, it's not gonna take you much to be better than me. All right, my shit is whack. All right, my shot got a lot of work to do on that
I'm
court.
gonna be there.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in seeing a Full Power spinoff or Full Power Ballin', you know what I'm saying? Let us know. Comments below. We'll get it going on in the future. But you know, speaking of content, obviously got to shout out the Patreon Full Power Podcast over on Patreon. Link in the description below. We got more friggin' names to shout out at the end. All right, keep on supporting us.
go.
You might see some new lights eventually. Okay, so we're gonna start doing the upgrades to the studio here over at Full Power Podcast. And of course, if you got business inquiries, fan art, questions, comments, concerns, you want to drop a nice thank you or whatever you want, fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. And also follow us on Twitter. Almost at 100. And as far as the sub count goes over here on YouTube, let me tell you, we are officially 60 away at the time of this video from 1,000. Okay, now that is gonna be a massive celebration. So massive that I'm gonna have to start letting Geekdom know ahead of time. Like, hey man, just be ready, cause we're almost at that 1K. But you know, there's a few folks that could obviously potentially join us here outside of Geekdom, because I mean, everybody loves our boy Nasir Pasha, all right, aka Mr. Legend himself, right? And he already let me know. He was like, yo, you let me know, I'm in there, okay? So he confirmed it, all right? He confirmed it. So again, for those that don't know, if you have, for whatever reason, you're under a rock, you have not seen Legend, a Dragon Ball tale, aka the greatest thing to ever come out of any such animation, media, entertainment, or anything of the like, you need to go and check that out. You need to go and support this man. His links have always been in our description, okay? Because we keep it fucking real out here, okay? We're the real ones, all right? So there it is. So that was a very, a lot of catching up introductionary stuff to kind of go over for this week's episode. But yeah, there's actually a good amount of things that I actually do want to bring up this time around. And I guess I'll do this out of order. There's some interesting news in regards to the main shit. Okay, what we've all been waiting for. I don't know if, I'm sure you've seen it, Kai. I don't know if you've seen anything, which I'm hoping you didn't. Okay, perfect. All right. And this is what we're talking about today. Dragon Ball Super, the anime, apparently is rumored to be getting its official return announcement next month. Okay. So where does this all come from? Well, this comes from a Twitter page known as, simply put, DBS 2019. All right. Now, me personally, I've never heard of this account, but according to Geekdom, because I had to check with Geekdom, apparently this dude has leaked shit before. So he's no stranger to the dance. He's been around. They've been around. Whoever, right? And all they basically said, right, in their post was that, and I'm gonna read it verbatim for those that missed out on these two tweets. Okay, this person writes, and a few days ago, of course, as far as this recording goes, actual news: the next Dragon Ball Weekly anime is currently slated to be announced in late November, early December of this year. Multiple sources have confirmed to me that they are currently in the planning stages of the announcement. And then they go on to say, note that I'm not reporting on the medium here. Web anime, television anime, continuation of an existing series, none of that. I've never reported web anime or otherwise. All I can confirm is that the target date is late November, early December. So basically what that means, guys, is that he's not confirming what exactly we're getting, but he's just letting y'all know that something is being worked on and is essentially an announcement of an announcement. So I'm sure once that does happen, if it does happen, then we'll of course know for sure when that time comes. Now, again, like I mentioned, I had to reference Geekdom also because y'all already know how this fucking works, okay? And this applies to anybody, even Chronicles, DBS Hype, any of these folks that got credibility. I always check with Geekdom, always, right? Because it's Geekdom. I don't gotta explain it, right? My man knows. He's all knowing. He once referred to himself as Moses, okay, in this Dragon Ball fandom. And that shit was, remember that shit? That shit was fucking hilarious. I'll never fucking forget that shit, right? So Geekdom made a short, literally reciting these exact two tweets. And he basically said that he as well is not confirming this. He's not reporting this. But what he is, he's obviously just, putting that news out there to kind of keep people's like ears perked up and ready for the potential announcement. But he's gonna be checking with his sources to let us know exactly what's up. So again, I would say obviously just keep your eyes and ears open, because if it comes down to what we think about this, I'll pass it around to y'all. I just think that it would make sense, and this has nothing to do with Jump Festa, because let me tell you something. Jump Festa fucking sucks, all right? They don't ever give us shit we really want to see or expect to get announced, okay? Jump Festa is cool and all, but the last several years, I can't remember not one Jump Festa where I was like, oh shit, we're getting whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to necessarily be for Dragon Ball, but for like anime in general. Nothing too exciting. And I've even got out of my way to like watch the live streams off of the Japanese accounts that like sometimes they even make it impossible or just difficult. Like you got VPN, oh it's locked, it's region locked. Come on, like Japan's still on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we've talked about that before, but that's what I'm saying. Jump Festa has never truly been like one of those places for me personally that has been like something to really look forward to. It's not like the E3 of anime. It should be, but it's not. So your thoughts, Brandon? We thinking about this potential of this announcement?
Not too much, to be honest. I mean, what should we call it? As far as like an announcement goes, even if they do announcement, or do an announcement for like the series, the anime coming back, I would not even expect that shit to be like early 2023.
Oh, like when it actually happens. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna get my hopes up. Type shit. They've been on too many hiatuses and shit like that. Like for me to really like be excited about, I guess, an announcement. Like once we know that it's coming back on a certain date or like at a certain period, then like I'll get my mind prepared for it. But I ain't gonna get hyped about an announcement. Not gonna cut.
Okay, cool. Kai, what about you? Where's your head at? Where's your thoughts at with this shit?
I'm definitely on the same boat. We've been I don't even know how to word it, but we've just been strung along, I guess, with this return for years. Literally for years.
Literally.
So personally, I couldn't give a shit less because either way, whether it comes back or whether it doesn't, I know what happens next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm kind of over it. I do hope they obviously animate everything that was shown. Maybe not at first. I hope that they can maybe give us more with what happened in the Broly movie and shit like that. Because I would like to see some type of in between stuff going on there.
Right.
But they kept going with the manga, and now that they're done, it feels like that's the worst time to bring the anime back because they bought themselves all this time to catch up, and they're gonna ruin it again for another hiatus in the future. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They need to work on that.
they
Right.
do. Their marketing department seems to be a little bit on the
And another thing that kind of I guess turns me off to this whole situation is that new account, or I guess not so new, but new to us, right?
Yeah.
That DBS 2019 account. I'm not slandering them or what they do. I just don't like that there's all these people, I guess not really, because there's only a handful, right? But there's this group of individuals that just have sources. Like, that's cool. That's great. That's awesome. Especially if you're one of those people, grats, you got it. But my concern here is if those people are on the inside, how are they not getting fired? Because this shit has been happening, especially with Dragon Ball. This has been out of control.
like us, full power. Oh.
Yeah, no, and then all, like, that's another thing, man. Cause like before the series came back prior, like there was a mad long delay because people were assuming like an update or a continuation on the series, I'm pretty sure, before it came back the last time.
Yeah.
And that shit got so delayed that like we didn't even know what the fuck was going on no more. So like niggas really gotta chill on the fucking all these leaks and whatever the fuck, because
Yeah, I'm really tired with Dragon Ball and leaks.
Yeah,
like
no.
specifically for this franchise. It's stupid.
because like it just gives us false hope. Like when all these niggas say the same shit, or like they have these predictions on when it's gonna come back, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that shit, it gets annoying because then it's like, then Toriyama and them niggas, they want to fucking delay the shit to prove us wrong, or the people that are leaking it wrong, and because they want to do it when they want to do
Exactly.
it. And then like
Exactly.
it
Now it's a war. It's a war that we're not a part
it's
of.
it's like we want the service of the fucking
Right.
of what they're producing, and like all these people are just leaking all this bullshit, and it's like, and especially if it's not accurate, it just pisses me off. I'm not gonna cut.
You're not wrong.
I don't even care when it's not accurate, because like that happens all the time. But I guess it pisses me off more when it is accurate, because I just keep wondering how these same people keep getting the same information for years and no one's getting reprimanded for it.
I mean, but the
Great
same shit be happening with games though. Like leaks are always
Yes.
a thing.
You're right. But
Like-
that's usually because like someone hacked the files or some shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
too.
they went and
Yeah.
broke
Yeah.
shit down.
I
That's
mean-
not because that's not word of mouth.
But the thing
Facts.
is, the
That's
difference
facts.
between animation like production and then like the fucking like the video game industry and shit like that, when it comes to leaks, it's like at least the video games got you know when that shit's coming out, and they normally aren't delaying it because of leaks. Like if anything, they'll I don't even know what they'll do, to be honest. But there's not gonna be like a massive delay. Like, oh, now you gotta wait till next year.
That's very true.
Like animation, like these motherfuckers are ruthless. Well, at least Toriyama.
Are you talking about
Or-
Shueisha and
yeah,
Bird
whatever.
Studio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
them niggas. Because like, just give us the shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like and for this franchise it really doesn't even make sense because like if you want to go that route, you could use leaks as a strategic advantage to promote your shit and like get people talking about it. But this is fucking Dragon Ball. We don't need that.
He said this is fucking Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no, like Bleach did it correctly, like for the most part. I mean, they could have
Exactly.
came back way earlier, but you know, like all the leaks were like pretty accurate for the most part, and everyone was talking about it, being hyped about it. But then when it's back now, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
now there's something to talk about, like for the show. But Dragon Ball is like empty-handed, taking their sweet ass time just because they want to be petty about these leaks.
Luxury. The luxury of the name brand, bro.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what it is.
That's really what it is. Like if Dragon Ball was like new upcoming type of thing, I don't think they would have the power to really, or the confidence to withhold their shit.
Listen, we can talk about confidence and how they're doing things all we want. I mean, look, Goku is still running that fucking ship.
Oh, yeah,
And with Vegeta, you want to talk about confidence, go check out some other episodes that we already did talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you guys are hitting some fucking great points here. And what you said actually brings me back to something that I brought up forever ago. And I think that when we last talked about this, I definitely don't remember the episode number, but I remember saying along the lines when we were talking about when the last big like rumor happened, Geekdom made a whole video about the lineage and like just all the history of all the information he was provided versus actual things that were happening in place, right? Because I'd imagine, and I'd at least give Dragon Ball this kind of benefit of the doubt per se, and it's that it's a fucking big deal. You know what I'm saying? It is a big deal despite whatever. You know, whatever differences we have with that series, the fact of the matter is that it is a monster. It's not as big as Marvel, right? But I would consider, as far as anime is concerned, it is in that sense.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when you think of it like this, it's almost like, you know, anything that would be or is happening behind the scenes is exactly that. It's actually happening, right? And it has been in production. You know, it has been worked on. These actors, these voice actors, the staffing, the animators, I'm sure everybody is on a super tight NDA, non-disclosure agreement, okay? And ain't nobody saying nothing. However, like you guys are saying, the people that are on the inside that choose to pick and choose who they tell, you know what I'm saying? That, in a sense, is almost going to hurt us overall. Why? Because of what I brought up. I feel like out of pettiness, they did fucking delay it.
They always know,
And I
Absolutely.
I truly feel like in my gut, okay, just like how when we read in the manga and we're seeing fucking panels of direct callbacks, not just to themselves, but to fucking Marvel movies. Like I'm like, oh, they just watched Spider-Man. With every type of train scene, like they are paying attention. They obviously have reference and they enjoy other works, so they're injecting it into this, right? I feel like the same kind of idea would apply here. I feel like, and I told Geekdom this. I had this conversation with him a long time ago. Like this was like private. I literally was like, bro, I really think that they got tight with your shit, and like I think that like they're holding it off, or they're just trying to kind of blanket over all of what's known.
You know, something crazy that literally just came in my mind is like, I mean, we briefly mentioned their marketing and like
It's terrible.
how shit it is.
Right.
So it's like when you put that together with the whole production of the show and everything like that, if your marketing is not on point, especially like the times you want to market their shit as far as like when it's gonna come out and everything else. Like I think their shit is so like delayed or like just not like, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Like it's just not there. Like
Yeah.
because like the reason why all these leaks are fucking happening is because there's really no marketing. So it's like that's how I fucking take it, at least. Like there's so much to kind of talk about, but then it's like there comes a point where all these impatient ass niggas obviously want to find the information, and whether they hack it or like, you know, they have their sources and then they finally get some information and intel, then they'll leak it. And then, you know, then there is no marketing really at that point. Then it's just waiting for an announcement. And we don't get the announcement until very late.
The other thing to add to that is with how it's handled, right? Because when he brought up gaming, how leaks are handled in game, I'll tell you how they fucking handle it. They fucking hold the L.
Oh yeah, they hold.
Okay, they hold the L. Most companies will put out a fucking announcement, like a message being like, we apologize for whatever was leaked. We are sorry that this happened. Like, and that's the biggest way to just be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But there are repercussions because people do get fired.
Oh yeah.
And that shit gets, dude, investigations happen. Like, people probably get fucking, you know what I'm saying? That shit.
That's what pisses me off, because this is Dragon Ball. They have money to do that.
Yo, I know.
They have resources to fire niggas. They have so many people waiting in line to jump on this shit.
But you know what the funny part is? We might never know that. Who knows? At this rate, we'll never know, because think about it. As it is.
That's not true.
But wait.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how I know. We got the same niggas leaking shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know that. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is.
Thank you.
That is true.
That'd always be
All I was gonna say was that because of their shitty marketing, they figure, oh, we don't even tell them shit as
They're
it is
the
anyway.
marketing team. The leakers are the marketing team for fucking
The
Dragon
leakers,
Ball.
no, for real though.
Like-
He's right.
Like, yeah, I don't get it. But if that's even the case, right? Hypothetically, then it's like, why delay it? Like, let them leak it. Let them be your fucking marketing team, I guess.
Let me ask you a question.
Pay them though.
But wait. Let me ask you a question. Why are they doing that, right? Why would they make themselves a whole new movie and only release it for themselves?
Because they're Japan.
You got it. They don't make fucking sense. And it all comes back to that. So you know what? We're done here. That's our thoughts on this whole thing. Okay?
Wait, you gotta do the goofy button.
There we, well, that's Barney, but
No. The fucking beat that he likes, because you said like we're done.
all
here.
right, we're done
outta
here. Getting the fuck out of here, guys. All right, thank you for watching, and write a fucking letter to Toei or some shit. I don't know, man. This fucking
Right.
This fucking shit. Anyway, all right. Well, so yeah, hopefully it comes out. It does happen. We get I'm sure whatever it is, and my quick prediction, we'll probably see a Moro fucking something. Like we'll hear his voice or something like that. I think that's where we're gonna go to. I would be very surprised if we got Broly done, like the movie.
I wouldn't even want that shit.
I know.
There's way too many arcs have happened in the manga, and like I ain't trying to really re-watch all that shit. The Broly, I want the new shit. That's me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, like they could low-key sum up the movie in like the beginning or something like that, or depending on where they want to start, they could kind of sum up and kind of bring us to a starting point, and then from there go on. But I ain't trying to rewatch. I ain't doing that, bro. Nah.
But they're gonna give us more. They're gonna give us more stuff with it if they do, and like that's kind of what I'm here for. I want there's gonna be some extra lines, maybe some extra fight scenes.
true,
They're gonna
too.
actually the fuck out of us with some shit we haven't seen in the movie.
I don't want them to actually me
Well,
though. I'm
honest-
done with the actuallys.
Like, I don't know, bro.
I'm
I'm
so
glad
over
you
it.
are, but they're not.
Fuck.
Like they could low-key like they could do what I kind of said, but then depending on where they start and everything, and depending on what's going on, they could kind of flashback and give us those extra scenes during those times.
Okay, so here, okay, watch this, right? All right, so the compromise. If they do Broly in the anime, right? This is what Brandon wants. He wants the first episode, the ship lands, Broly comes out, Yare, Brody, and they start fighting, and it's all one episode.
One like
The whole shit.
like
Fucking
when he lands the first time.
The first time they land off the ship, he gets sent out. They start fighting. He loses. He fights. He loses. He fights. He loses. He's stronger. Fucking shit's all Ultra Instinct. They go away, fuse. They come back. They win. One episode.
I mean, they could literally skip scenes.
No.
And fucking get to the you know how they do those like pre-episode productions or some shit like that where they they give us the quick introductions.
Oh yeah, no, I know,
Like,
I know what you're talking about.
They give the primary scenes and then they get to the fucking point of like the new episode.
Okay, all right, scratch what I
Like
just
what
said.
they did for the superhero movie at
Yeah.
the start, like recapping.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The recap.
But
That's the word.
But the anime version is when it's like bum bum dan dan
Yes,
dan dan dan. Super, and then they fucking go over the fucking yeah.
I mean, they don't even have to do all that shit. They can make it more serious.
Well, okay, yeah, but
like you know, and then progressively get us to the starting point.
okay.
But I ain't trying. Nah, bro.
I know.
I ain't trying to rewatch
Like
the entire.
I'm on the
shit.
fence, right? Because like I also want them to get to the newer shit, but
Nah, cause like, bro, if they not getting to the newer
Come
shit,
on.
then what are we doing?
I will not complain. Listen, if I see Broly instead of Moro for this fucking teaser trailer, whatever, I ain't complaining. I'm not. I will be just as hype. I'll probably do my reaction, whatever, like anything else, and we in there.
Nah, if they doing that, my only compromise is continuation, like of the animation, like no pauses for a minute type shit until like they get to a good point while they're making the manga, of course. But you know,
so he doesn't. Okay, so you
like
as soon as they start, they better not stop.
they better not stop for a while. No breaks.
I completely agree.
No fucking.
But that's
breaks.
another. Listen. That's another reason why they should animate the Broly movie.
Thank you.
Because that buys them
no.
more time.
If
that
these
they
motherfuckers
fucking
need that much
they don't
time,
even need it. They
fuck
don't
it.
even deserve it. I'll tell you that much. But they're gonna get it anyway.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
They don't deserve extra time. These motherfuckers take fucking 2
No,
year,
they don't.
3 year hiatuses and
But
they come back like nothing happened.
I will. Okay. So devil's advocate, right? I'm playing all sides here because this is I gotta put it all out there. This is our job here. Okay. The other reason is that same animators have been working on other shit, and I think
Okay.
Dragon
I
Quest
think
just
the
ended.
animators are the only people that get an excuse here.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because that's who they need though. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
like they can have all that shit storyboarded and all that shit, but if they don't have the people that need to do the right job, because again, I don't want them doing what happened with fucking Beerus versus Goku in the first part of Super. Remember that shit?
yeah, no, we want clean production.
Clean, exactly. See, if you need,
No,
but
no,
if we
no,
need the
no, no,
quality,
no, no,
we
no.
need the right people. And if those people are working off project,
Pay 'em more. Fuck it.
well, that's true. You know what? That's true. They need to start fucking paying these goddamn animators their money.
Same thing with these voice actors. I know you saw that Bayonetta
Oh,
post.
yes, I did.
I know you saw that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, all these people working on these need to get paid way more. Every single one of them, no questions. But I'll fucking sit here and talk shit about that all day because they've really been doing them dirty for no reason. They've been doing us, the fans, dirty. And you know, like you want to talk about how like they need those animators to get the show out. You're right. But in Dragon Ball's case, I want to say that you're wrong because they went on an unnecessary extra 2-year hiatus off of being what? Salty?
Yeah, no, Dragon Ball is deadass probably one of the only animes that do that type of shit. Cause I like every other
And
anime
they can
that
get away with
is-
it free.
Yeah, because they're that big. But like every other anime that's like currently big right now, Showtime, like My Hero Academia, I guess I can include Bleach now, and like anything else that we've watched in the recent years, like they don't do that shit. Like they'll go on their break, sure, but they're back next year at minimum.
True.
Like with a whole brand new season, whatever the case may be, you know, like
And
the
and
quality is
here's
good.
another thing with that. Here's another thing with that too. We want to talk about how like the animators need time. They got it. The superhero movie was half in 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
if that's a style they're gonna keep pressing with, you know what I mean? Like, and they weren't using any. I'll tell you right now, they weren't using those animators. Whoever the hell animated the recap in the superhero movie needs to do the whole Super 2 show by
Facts.
themselves.
Either that dude or Shintani, bro. Like,
Nah, I want that
What,
dude.
the brother?
but no, honestly, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. The whoever, I keep forgetting this dude's name, but that animator that animated the recap scenes in the opening of Superhero, that did all the Dragon Ball and
I need the whole
yeah, no,
series.
that guy,
like that.
that was,
That was
I
good
don't think
anime.
Dragon Ball's ever looked better. Not even gonna lie.
Never.
I don't like.
It never
I thought,
has and it never will.
yo, the Shintani shit was fire, but then this, oh, sorry, like that shit was too
See,
clean.
I don't give too much of a fuck about 3D animation. I you know, like,
well, no,
Exactly.
I know.
like I prefer, like, Dragon Ball to me is always whatever the fuck it, like,
Right.
that man's that did it. Like, that's
Yeah.
true to me. I don't know.
It just looks crisper that way. I feel like,
yeah, it does
you know,
for that style.
it's like the nice edging, you know, the lineage, you know. It's listen, we need that guy back, but you know, who knows? I don't know,
Yeah.
but so yeah, so there's that. Right now, there's a bunch of not a bunch, but there's 3 comments that I pulled from the discussion we had last week or the week before, about this whole like Gohan Broly versus Goku Vegeta, right? And it's not from the actual podcast episode itself. It's actually from the clipped version on my YouTube channel. And so, and the reason why I'm pulling these, and these are and these are all good comments. I'll just start by saying that, right? They're good comments. Obviously some are better than others. There's only 3 of them. But they do have substance that I feel like we could obviously break down and clarify a little bit more or whatever. And obviously to shed light on folks that are really out here supporting us and giving us like good shit to talk about, even if it's like something that folks are not too like understanding, they at least know how to be constructive with their criticism. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now that I got that out of there. Okay, so I'll read this first one, right? So this one is from 411 Ranger. Okay, I'm putting the names out now. Maybe.
I was literally just gonna say, oh, so that's what we
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
now, huh?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I just.
Gotta be credible.
I guess, okay, well, because at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But I guess for the good folks, I'm gonna put y'all out there because you'll get the extra kudos, okay?
That's fair. So just know if your name not said, you fucked up somewhere.
Yeah, and people gonna have to go look, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. I don't want people to be like, oh, like I don't want them with the wrong idea, like, oh, get this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not trying to do that, but you know. Anyway, so this person writes the bottom line. So yeah, the context, of course, remember, is off of the Gohan Broly versus Goku Vegeta like port discussion that we had, right? So they go, the bottom line is we don't know the extent of Gohan's new form. True, he was in that mode. He was in that mode for barely a minute, maybe even 2, and it wasn't until he thought he lost his true father figure. I said what I said. He put in quotes. Okay, you can hold on to that. That he tapped into his transformation. Sure, Akira Toriyama says that Gohan is the strongest fighter when he's in this form. Okay, but we need more about it. I have many questions myself, and this is coming from a lifelong defender of Gohan too. Gohan was always the secret MVP, and then the Majin Buu saga kind of ruined him and Piccolo. The movie saved them, but it's just a movie and it's not a part of the manga or anime series yet. Okay, let's keep reading. Is this the equivalent to Gohan unlocking Ultra Instinct? No.
No, sir.
Okay. Is this his equivalent of Super Saiyan 3? Is this his own God mode? Is there a time limit for how long he can use it?
Why?
We don't know. These are just real things that they're wondering, right? The fact remains that Gohan is at his strongest when someone really close to him has been either hurt or killed. When superhero is adapted into the manga or the anime returns and is caught up to the timeline of the movie, we'll get our answers slowly but surely, I hope. But hey, that's just my opinion. Too long didn't read. Gohan at the moment has shown this form one time, and it's only when he loses control completely. So, well put. I'll give you that, right? Great comment. I already let them know like how I'm probably gonna bring this up on the next episode that we do, because again, articulated well, grammar on point, right? And you know, they kind of put all of their thoughts out there, but it was like in order. You know, it wasn't like fucking one, like this whole paragraph was not just one sentence. You know what I'm saying? People gotta watch out for that shit, okay? Like, I'm no teacher, but come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got some fucking question marks in there and all that. The proper the whatever. I don't even know. but yeah, they bring on, I obviously want to bring it up to you guys because they brought up some really fucking solid points that people are fucking choosing to ignore out there, because I don't understand how you could do something one time for not even 2 minutes and all of a sudden you're just the best.
Nope.
Right?
Don't work like that, bro.
So the fact that they asked this and they addressed this, I wanted to address it with y'all. So please, the floor is yours, Kai. Go ahead, start us off. What do you think about from what they said?
Oh no. I'm gonna shut this real quick. So I want to let Brother Ooch take it.
I mean, all you gotta know is this motherfucker ain't the best. That's all you gotta know. Like, yeah, he only used it for a minute or two and only went into it once. I mean, he didn't get knocked out of it or lost it or nothing like that, but he only went into it once. So, I mean, and yeah, what he said something about like he only gets as strong as he is when people die or like somebody gets hurt. Right?
His strength and potential always relies on another factor happening first.
Right. Like a loved one being hurt badly or like somebody dies that he cares about, blah blah blah. But that, I feel like that's a thing that all the Saiyans carry, because Goku does the same thing, Vegeta does the same thing.
Where we come from, we call that the power of friendship. Fuck you mean? It's not just Saiyans.
Well,
facts.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
it's the whole thing.
There it is.
But I'm talking about Dragon Ball, like, you know, Dragon Ball character type shit. Like, we know all these characters and we know pretty much their strengths and their weaknesses and how they gain power. So it's like, yeah, Gohan's in that box, but all these other niggas do it too. So he's not the only one that can get stronger from simply just those two things alone.
Boy, this sounds very familiar to everything that Kai has ever mentioned on the last several episodes about talking about Gohan. I mean, it's like I'm hearing this over and over again. I mean, wow, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no, this is probably one of the reasons like why, like, when this anime shit comes back, like I need current, I need new, because like they need, like, I want this shit to be fucking like done with.
I just want Vegeta. I don't want Goku to do it. I want Vegeta to humble Gohan so fucking bad.
That's one of the things I kind of hope,
because he will embarrass him. He will be like, do you think you're just because you got white hair like your father that you can measure up to me? Fucking destroy that boy. Nah, but either way.
Nah, but yeah, like, I mean, I hope they address it. I hope we get it faster than expected though, because like I personally I want to see it and I want to dissect the information. That's about it. So I can fucking just say what I say. But yeah, no.
It's okay, Kai.
Now speaking of dissecting information, I'll admit that comment was a little long, and I feel like I might have gotten lost in the middle of it, so let me try to see if I understand what was happening there. That dude was explaining, or that person was explaining how they're a longtime Gohan defender. I picked that up.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that everything they're asking or everything they're stating is to try to kind of prove that he is kind of like at the top or at least near it. Is that right?
So from what I'm gathering is that they're just putting it out. They're putting it out there, full transparency, that yes, they're a Gohan defender, but they're a Gohan defender within reason.
Within reason.
You know, like,
I understand that.
They're asking all the appropriate questions and noticing literally the few things that have happened, and they also include the fact that, like Toriyama said, I fucking hate saying that he's the strongest, but bro, Toriyama didn't even say that.
Yo.
He didn't even say it like that.
But here's the thing, right? With all those questions that you were reading off, in my head, the only one I didn't have the answer to was, does the form have a time limit? All the other questions that were asked, in my head, the answer was no.
Right.
So
I mean, as far as the time limit,
think
it's like,
they were all self-explanatory except for that last one, because we don't know what the time limit's like, because they can hit us with whatever the fuck they want.
That's like a right as you go kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
they're gonna probably
But,
treat that shit like Ultra Instinct or some shit, bro. A little bit,
But
like as far as time-wise.
the other problem is, like, it's like you said, you can't do something for 2 minutes and be the best. That's not how it works. Number one. Number two, what Toriyama says has no value anymore. Number three.
Thank you.
That shit is
I
depreciating.
had to slide
as
over
we
that.
speak.
No, number three, he needs a trigger to get into that form. So I'm sorry, but if you come across somebody that's not playing no fucking games, that form's not coming out, right? And I'll say number three, part two would be that if you weren't up against somebody and he could whip the form out, it's gonna take a death to get there. So what the fuck was the point?
Right.
Oh,
Like okay.
Why wait?
Put it like that. Put it like that. All right. Look at what happened in the Broly movie. Right after fucking Tournament of Power, Goku just got what? Ultra Instinct. And then what he do in the same tournament? Mastered it.
Yo, we could even bring this shit back to Cell. Not gonna lie.
Oh, wait, well, hold on.
You do what you did.
So that happens. He fucking fights Broly. They're life or death. They're gonna die. Broly would have killed them. They had to fucking retreat for an hour. Gather themselves and then fuse. Come back. But guess what? What did Goku not do? Ultra Instinct. Same situation. I feel like this is going to tie into freaking... Look, people are expecting when this shit comes back and we get to that point, Gohan's just going to... And it's going to be there. No.
Listen.
He's not. So does that make him the strongest?
Nah, but
no.
What I was gonna say is we could literally use the example of the Cell Saga pretty much when he transformed into Super Saiyan 2. Like, yeah, he was the nigga right there. But once everything was dealt with, and then they went into the Buu Saga, and he transformed into Super Saiyan 2, I'm pretty sure he was significantly weaker and he wasn't the same. And Vegeta called it out. So with that information, when we get to the current time anime,
Same thing.
I'm assuming this motherfucker ain't gonna be training. So even if he did transform into beast mode, it's gonna be significantly weaker.
Wow. So history's gonna repeat?
It could.
Ooh.
It could. But this is just past information that I'm bringing up now for all these other niggas.
Hey, whoa. Tracksuit Gohan part 2?
Oh, nah, please.
If I see that shit, you already know what the fuck's gonna happen.
He's gonna fucking leave the room.
I'm not even. I don't know, bro. Nah, but real talk, like with that Cell information going into the Buu Saga, like you could literally just use that information and just like logically think, okay, yeah, he just transformed into Beast, and he wasn't.
It's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so like unless they want to actually if they want to develop Gohan into a better character, they won't go that route.
If they want to. Keywords.
But and this is that's for the Gohan lovers right there. But it's like for niggas like us, or really like me, I guess. like once I see the flaw, it's over. So you know, that's my thought.
I mean,
that's
you're not wrong for thinking that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, I think that answers the comment.
Yeah. So any other ones? I can move on to the next one.
Yeah, no. Go on.
Yeah.
Gohan's
not it.
Okay. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, just that was it. I'll leave it at that.
All right. Okay. So this other person, this is kind of also another long one. So I'm gonna try to read it as fast as I possibly can. So there's a lot of mixture of things, and there's good reason why I wanted to bring this up here on this episode. So they say this shouldn't even be a debate. I agree, right? LOL. So they go, I love Dragon Ball, but man, the community is outrageous most of the time. Facts. I'll explain with
Yeah,
logic.
you might as well just keep your finger over that ding.
Oh,
button. It sounds like you don't need it.
So, but hold on, you gotta hear the rest of it. Okay, so they say that they're gonna explain with logic. That's if any Dragon Ball fans would even understand it. So they coming in with the guns. Okay, they coming in with that shit ready. All right, so they go, Broly has the most BS Zenkai boost ever in Dragon Ball history. Now this is where I hit this button, because I'm just like, hold on, right? A guy who never fought anyone stronger than his father Paragus his whole life. Okay, maybe the big green monsters on his planet, cool. These creatures on planet Vampa is nowhere near as powerful as Frieza, Cell, or Boo. Yeah, okay. And then, but all of a sudden, Broly fights Vegeta for the first time. Broly can hang with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Oh, come on. All right, so let me stop there. So, guys.
Wait, this motherfucker's trying to talk about Broly? What's his name?
No.
No.
You better make me like it.
Yeah.
No, listen, wait, stop.
Cause I can cut this shit off right now.
No, time out.
Yo,
Like
say
he
his
came
name?
straight for his life. He said, "What's his name?"
No, listen. I got his name in here, right? But
this is you man. Oh my god.
listen,
I
listen.
thought we was fucking introducing names.
Yeah, yes, I will introduce the name, okay? But I need to address the fact that this is how the comments start. It doesn't seem very like in line with what I just said. Like, oh yeah, these are good comments, right? The reason why these are good comments is because the way that they're putting these things, right? It seems like they don't fully understand our boy Broly. And that's okay.
So is he trying to explain?
He is trying to make sense of what he believes is true, I guess.
All right, just keep.
It's
keep
okay
reading,
because
keep
we're
reading.
here to educate.
Thank you.
Keep
And
reading.
that's a fact,
Just keep
okay?
reading his shit.
Right? So, but I'm going to say, well, okay, I guess I should for the content,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
just,
all right, so he goes, so you're telling me Broly could hang with someone who's been training with gods and angels for a while. He adapts within like 10 minutes of the fight. Okay. And then let's make Broly fight Xeno for like an hour. I want to see if he can surpass Grand Priest or maybe even Xeno end of Dragon Ball Super. Laugh my ass off. He did say that. Broly was giving Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta trouble with having no God Ki. Laugh my ass off. I'm lost. Ha 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 ha. Right? That was the first paragraph. So to simply put this, you know, just to settle down, right? Before this man comes at this person, right? Let me just remind everyone, this is the, you know, your boy Ooze, Broly man, out here representing, you know what I'm saying? Out here, okay. To remind everybody that Broly is a freak, okay? He was born a mutant. This was a factual piece of information. He is literally unlike everyone else as far as the, you know, Saiyans, whatever. And they were exiled for that reason. King Vegeta did not want to fuck with this. He said, your son is gonna be a problem, so it's best to just fucking get rid of him before it could turn into an actual issue. Okay, whether that was ego or the fact of behind it, that was the case. So as we saw, yes, you're correct. Broly was only fighting his dad or the other boss, right? That were on that planet. These big fucking monsters. And so, again, Paragus even pointed out that I think a lot of people forget is that he got rid of his tail. Why? Because if this motherfucker turned into a great ape, that planet probably would have been destroyed. Point blank. So what happens when he fights against people that have, yes, been training with gods and with angels and whatnot, is exactly how he was written. He was written to essentially just literally be exactly what he is, a Saiyan, but amplified to an unimaginable level. And that is why every time he took an L within those sub fights in the movie, he did get stronger. He adapted, correct, right? So that is how he was able to fight them with no God Ki. God Ki is something that I'm sure a lot of people that might think similarly to this immediately just assume that you're just better than everybody else, which can, obviously make some sort of sense. But realistically, it's not about the type of sword you got. You got to know how to fucking use it. You know what I'm saying? So in Broly's case, yeah, no experience, no fighting experience. But look at what happens in the fight. He literally was monkey see, monkey do. Goku tried to do a move on him. Broly fucking did it back on the spot. And this is not just, this is literally, this is what happens when you combine a fucking freak mutant with Saiyan like type of energy, where not energy but like vibes. And go ahead.
So I wanna ask a counter question, and since we're talking about this, because it just made me think about it, right? So are we trying to say that because Broly didn't have God Ki when he fought Vegeta for a few minutes and then magically was able to hang, that's cap, right? So if you put Goku in that situation instead, would you still call it cap?
See, that's a great question, because there's gonna be a bias there.
What if we're gonna call Goku in replacement of Broly, like calling him a freak mutant?
No, that's not.
No. Just don't. Yeah, you don't even gotta take it that far. The only reason I'm asking this counter question is because for all the people that would say, "Oh yeah, like it's Broly can't do it, but if Goku was in his shoes, he could." That's fucking bullshit.
That is.
And the reason I say it is because we already saw it. In a few minutes, Goku had God Ki, fought with Beerus, lost it, and still hung with him. Sure, Broly didn't get to taste that the same way Goku did, but both of them, in minutes, were able to hang.
And arguably, I don't even think God Ki is as hype as it used to be.
No.
Especially with Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, because that's not God Ki technically.
That's a technique of the gods and the angels.
Gods and shit like that. But it's not God Ki. So like that, I think that's kind of irrelevant at this point. Yeah, God Ki's like strong as it is. Like they've trained for it, they got the forms that they acquired, but it's not the main thing no more for them specifically. Right. So it's like Broly don't even need God Ki. He's good with what he got, and
he's too much.
He's way too much for it.
He doesn't
need God Ki. He got what he already got. What he got.
Yep.
I mean, they could amplify him, but just because that's his character. But he doesn't need God Ki to be able to hang with them.
Correct.
Whatsoever. That's the point.
That's the big takeaway here, is that he doesn't need the God Ki to hang with who he was fighting, because they were taking him lightly. And I feel like if the situation was flipped, let's say they took him completely serious from the jump and they went blue off rip, I feel like
that could have been a problem.
It could have been more of a problem for Broly. But then what happens if that only just amplified him more? You know what I'm saying? Because like, as long as they don't kill him, he always has a chance.
I mean,
to come back from it
to a degree. But I mean, it also depends on how badly he gets injured or hurt. I feel like at the same. So if they did take him seriously at the beginning with those forms, for example, then it's like, if they hurt him really bad, then he might have not been able to get to where he got. But since they took him lightly and progressively went through their forms and like took him step by step,
they helped him out.
They basically helped him out. But I think they were willingly doing that. Like they probably didn't know. They wanted to see how strong he was.
Well, yeah, that's what happens in these fights. They always test out and they feel out their fucking foes. That's literally what happens in all anime.
And Goku and Vegeta were literally. It's almost like they took it as a sparring session. Like they literally took turns for the 100%. Most part.
Yep.
But then once they couldn't do it themselves no more, then they were tag teaming at one point.
Absolutely.
So, but by that time it was a
'Cause their
little
powers,
too
their
late.
powers were like this, like they were like literally right there, and then Broly was like,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So once that happened, then I mean, the movie says it for itself.
Yeah.
You know, so
All right, so let me finish the rest of what this person says. So that I love talking about Broly, right? So they hopefully that helps you understand that a little bit better. Now, the next part that they say, now let's go to Gohan. Oh, our favorite. Let's go. All right, the fans.
okay, I would just like to say that after today, I need like a month vacation from Gohan. Like I don't
100%.
I don't even want to talk about rice. That's how much I don't want to hear about
I
Gohan.
don't-
Like,
yeah.
Listen, you know, as a Hispanic, that's very hard. Okay, because we got a bunch of that shit
I know,
upstairs with the
dude.
beans.
As a riceitarian
okay?
myself, it's still very hard, but we need to do it.
Wait, did you just say a riceitarian?
Yes, sir.
That's fucking good. Okay, so he goes. The fans love riding his new form so much. See, here we start. We're bringing him back, right? I'm bringing him back. Okay, that it can be stronger than UI Goku and UE Vegeta. Shake my head. Oh, here we go. Okay. He says, okay, explain to me how he can surpass Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta that has God Ki. So he's going back to the God Ki thing, right? Gohan just got back into training. Who is he training with that's on par with Beerus and... okay, I'll give it to you. His real dad, Piccolo? LOL, right? Anyway, so a half-breed that has So a half breed that has no.
Like this.
Yo, see, now he fucks with him. So a half breed has no real training since Cell Saga. Fine, Boo Saga, a half breed that got one shot by Golden Frieza. Laugh my ass off. All of a sudden, he can now hang with UI Goku and UE Vegeta. Make it make sense. Ha ha ha. If it was just a new form, then Vegeta should have kept on training on his own in the gravity room, achieving a new form and not accept Whis' offer.
I mean, that was kind of random.
Yeah, that was random.
That was super
Yeah,
random.
I don't know.
where
That-
came from.
I'm sorry. Since we all know no one trains harder than Vegeta. Yeah, I think they were just trying to point out that Vegeta trains the hardest out of all of them.
Arguably.
But yeah, I mean, most of that comment was pretty spot on for the most part, just asking all the right questions. But I mean, again, just keep in mind the God Key is not as hype as it once was. Okay, so anything to add?
Not really. I mean, I agree with the Gohan portion
Of course you do. Of course
of
you
what
do.
he was saying. Yeah. No,
Oh
make it
yeah,
make
but
sense.
the whole half breed
feel-
shit, I don't agree with that though.
I feel like the whole God Key thing, I feel like it's exactly as we've stated already. It's not as prevalent as it once was.
No.
But I feel like its initial purpose was just to show us that these Saiyans were just making a fatal error even in their transformations because they were just leaking. So I feel like it was just kind of like their way of explaining to us, hey, you know, like keep your shit and keep your primal lights in check. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's all it really was there to tell us, because after that it just kind of sunk
Yeah.
and became irrelevant.
So okay, so then they go on to say, my question entirely, who is Broly and Gohan training with to even to be on par, I'm sure they meant to say, with Goku and Vegeta? Like, we all can see how and why Goku and Vegeta are powerful because who they spar with. I guess Piccolo is just as strong as we. Oof. No.
Wait,
No.
What you was about to say? Whis?
Wait. Run that back.
Yeah, no.
because I don't agree with that.
He
earlier
said,
part where
I
he said,
guess
like,
Piccolo is just as strong as Whis, and those green monsters on planet Vampa was strong as Beerus. LOL. Okay, so they were being sarcastic. Okay, saved. Saved.
Before that.
Oh, before that, they said, like, we all can see how and why Goku and Vegeta are powerful because of who they spar with. That,
I'm gonna stop you right there.
take it
Broly.
away. Wait, what?
That's it. That's all I had to say.
Oh, Broly. Oh, okay.
The word Broly disproves that whole sentence.
Broly's training with them at
this very moment.
at this point in time. So I mean, I don't know, unless he didn't fucking watch the movie to the credits or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm reading all of this, it kind of sounds like they maybe didn't see it.
But I'm saying that, like, you can't base someone's strength based off of who they train with.
Right.
because
That's very
Broly
silly.
trained with his dad.
Yeah, like, right. Yeah, like
Frieza didn't train with anybody.
He was training.
man's trained with a fucking self, bro. Like, yeah, come on. Yeah. No. Like, that's what we're here for, okay? You guys, you're welcome. All right. You're welcome. All right, that's what we're here for. Anyway, the last part that they said, did he really say without... Oh, so this is coming at you now. Okay, so he said, did he really say without fusion, he'd give it to Broly? I'm done. Ha 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 ha. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, and don't get me started on Frieza Black. Another bullshit writing. I'm about to give up on Dragon Ball entirely. And then they said, I'll be up for a debate for fun. Could get heated at times, but it's Dragon Ball. Haha. So they seem very playful with this. I'll give them that. It's not completely like...
Yeah, that's cool. I'm here for it, but like you gotta get your facts straight. Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? And I'll kind of answer this for like everybody here, right? The thing about debates that can be fun is that even when you debate with someone that clearly doesn't really have it all there, like they have very general average understandings of certain things, and then they kind of try to throw it all in the blender and then make their own sense out of it. And that's where sometimes people can be taken out of context, ignorance, comes into play, and depends on how they deliver it and how they are as a person. It could either go one of two ways. It'll literally be like, oh, okay, well then you have guys like us that's just like, haha, we're laughing with the head ass, right? But we then like kind of come correct and like provide that enlightenment. The other direction is when they come at us, or they come at the other person, they try to insult them like they don't know what they're fucking talking about, and then they provide more head ass on top of their existing head ass, and that's just not cool, right? But here, all of this was fine, despite them saying some sus ass shit, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, look, this person even tried to call out Kai, but like threw in a bunch of ha-ha-has and LOLs and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But again, after reading all of this, it does feel like they didn't even fully see this movie. Or like, you know what I'm saying? So like, when with that context...
But it feels like more than just the movie, because if you don't believe in Frieza's potential, you got a lot more to watch than just the movie.
Right. So, and that's the thing, right? So again, like the other thing I wanted to point out is that when you're trying to debate with anybody, or even if you're just trying to say something, maybe now you're not trying to start a debate, I would always try to make sure that you do a little bit of your own research first and foremost before you decide to step into the conversation. Because not to say y'all can't put comments. Obviously, we want to see your comments, but don't come off so strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want, but be careful. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, you'll never see me debate Bleach. Never. You know what else I won't? You'll never see me debate Code Geass. Never. You'll never see me debate. I'm picking shit that we know, right?
We could debate Naruto.
We can debate Naruto.
But we don't really step in like foot with like Bleach or nothing.
Yeah,
crazy.
No.
Just because like we don't research it like that.
Exactly.
But we're great fans.
We are dearing, loving fans of these shows. We enjoy them for what they are, and the only thing we'll really kind of dissect are like characters individually and maybe storylines and all that kind of stuff. But you will never, ever see me going out of my way trying to disprove shit to other people just based on how I feel about a certain thing. Because what I'm doing is I am holding on to my opinion based on my experience. Our experience here in Dragon Ball is like a fucking job, okay? We have been so surrounded and just kind of showered with all this Dragon Ball shit over the fucking years since youth that it's kind of just like another part of us. So as it's
second nature.
Yeah. So as it comes out, it's just like, well, okay, we're just adding more to this fucking pile. You know what I'm saying? With anything else, like I will say, oh, I like this character because of this. I like this character because of that. I feel like this character is badass. I'm never gonna power scale. I'm never gonna fucking try to be like this, da-da-da-da. I'll make predictions, but I'm not gonna go crazy in depth. The most I'll ever do, shout out to my man James Hansen. He's my Bleach guy. I will comment, thank you for this. Thank you for that. Because he provides the news and the sources. Am I ever gonna question James Hansen? Fuck no. You got me fucked up with that shit? You kidding me? Dude. So yeah, keep that in mind, fellas, for everyone that's watching. Obviously, no hate. And keep on commenting. Well, go ahead.
I'm a different case because like whatever I watch, like if I get into something, like I'm a super fan. I'll be in that bitch. Like I will debate it up and down all day and night. Like if I think that I have a good argument, I absolutely will debate it all day and night, and I'll do it even more so because I want to be corrected. I want the truth.
Oh, I
feel that because I'm kind of the same way depending on what it is. Like I could see myself debating Bleach a little bit, maybe, but it just depends on what we're talking about.
Exactly, yeah, it really depends.
Depends on what we're talking about. Like Dragon Ball could practically talk about anything. Naruto, to an extent, I would say.
Like if I'm ever asked a question for like on any other anime, like depending on the question, I would of course.
I got one right now.
Go ahead.
Lighter L.
Oh, extra. Nope. Saving that shit.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Extra.
But we could debate that a little bit.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's an extra. Go
Yo,
to
he
Patreon.
buzzed me out.
No. Because you want to be here for another 2 hours.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get the fuck up out of
I
here.
can actually debate My Hero a little bit too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
Because I've been into that. You know, I'm still keeping it's current. So.
Yeah, but we can't debate it with Uch because he's just gonna be sitting here like, oh, see, it's because you didn't read the manga.
Oh my god. Well, that's another thing, bro.
I'm so tired of that shit, man.
Yo, you ever see you see that one meme where like it's like people that go into watching the anime and then the other page is like the guy, like your friend who's read the manga, they're like that's fucking me right now with that shit. Yeah. But all right. So yeah, unfortunately we're not really gonna have time for this last comment that I had because I had 3.
Is it long? How much time?
Not really. I mean, like I'll just kind of summarize it. They were pretty much kind of they were basically bringing up like something that came from one of the fan mangas, and the way they put it was like they have this mindset that I guess they think or are predicting that maybe this is something that they can put into the canon of Dragon Ball, right? And the only reason why I wanted to bring that up was because that is a part of the problem, the gift and the curse with fan works versus official, because official could have potentially some of those ideas already in the works, maybe not have gotten to it yet, or, and obviously we will never know, but they can see that, and because, hey, you want to get sued? No? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? They'll fucking take that shit. And here's, and I have a perfect example. Dragon Ball Absalon. That fucking shit was the saving grace during the Dragon Ball drought era. 100%, right? This followed the story like years later after GT. Goku was gone, but the rest of the fucking Z Warriors was still training. And when I say everybody, okay? This fucking dude, Melavelli, wrote every character strong as fuck. Maju, Pan, their kids, Goten, Trunks, fucking Future Trunks, Gohan, Vegeta. Everybody was on their ship. And there was a fight that happened, and one of the fucking Saiyans from Absalon or whatever, he went Super Saiyan Blue. And I'll never forget when I watched that, and then I was showing, you remember Sean? Our boy Sean?
Yeah.
I was watching with a group of friends. And this was, of course, after when Dragon Ball Super came out. And we got Super Saiyan Blue at this point. And he saw this. He goes, hey, yo, Oosh, when this shit come out? And I was like, fuck, I forgot about this because it was a while since I saw it.
I don't even remember the episode of Absalon where that happened.
It's probably like 3 or 4. One of the early ones.
I don't know if I even watched it. No,
yeah. But the man's go Super Saiyan Blue. Clearly, way before Super even happened. So again, I bring it up because it's just like, we'll never know what they take from other works, or right, or if they just always intended for that to happen, or if they just,
you know, I was gonna say, because you know, in the most recent chapter, Frieza did mention that Gas was dust in the wind.
Yo,
Ooh.
and I fucking, out of my manga reaction that I kind of keep unedited for the most part,
I saw you. You were done.
when I read that line, oh man, I made sure the camera fucking zoomed in on my shit because I was like, oh, don't think I didn't notice. They're aware.
Now they gotta be aware. There's no way it's that big of a fucking corporation.
Almost
fucking-
10 million views and they didn't see it. Get the fuck out of here.
Somebody in that fucking company obviously saw it.
Absolutely.
And probably showed the entire fucking company.
They just can't speak on it. That's just how it goes. You know, that's just how it goes. So that was basically all that is. Like that's the dilemma between official and fan made stuff, and that's also part of the reason why like we don't really get invested in a lot of the fan stuff, because for any of that work that's really good, sure, like credit goes to you guys. You guys are creative. You know, you're out there, whatever. But it's just like legend is the exception.
I feel like the only way we could actually get that information is if somebody interviewed like someone like Toriyama or one of the heads.
They will never tell you.
You never.
You
know.
think Toriyama would be like, oh yeah, I saw something the other day on some fucking bullshit I saw on fucking Reddit. Yeah, oh yeah, and then I just decided to, oh yeah, do this.
I mean, if they're fucking honest.
They're not gonna fucking, no.
If they're fucking honest. If
You
they
know
want
what?
to be true to themselves.
Listen, you know what happened if you asked that question to them?
There's no wrong in saying, oh yeah, like I really like this, and you know, like I don't think there's any
But they
wrong in
wouldn't
that.
say it though.
Thank you. They wouldn't say
They
it.
probably wouldn't. But
They wouldn't say it. And I'm telling you right now, if that question was ever asked to anyone official, that person that asked that question would go missing.
that motherfucker get robbed. Some shit.
Yes, sir.
That person would go
I was
missing.
gonna say the same thing.
You would never hear from that person again. And everyone would be like, oh, like what happened? And they would just be like this.
And then all of a sudden, the leaks disappear.
Yo, shit.
Nah, bro.
Oh, yeah. So there it is, right there.
That's
So
kind of fucked though. But
it is. It's very fucked.
I mean, we have our assumptions, I guess.
Yeah, but anyways, well, it's that time, guys. It is that time for. Oh wait, hold on. I'm clicking the wrong buttons here. Oh, here we go. The patron tier 3 shoutouts. Okay, so for those that want to hear your names at the end of these episodes, feel free. Patreon, Full Power Podcast, link in the description below, where you can hear your names and have access to extra episodes, which, reminder, expect some new ones. And a side note, having having Patreon as like what it is great, but I wanna, like, we don't have access to memberships yet on YouTube, but the idea of maybe just doing this but on there, I feel like would make a little bit more sense, because getting access to some of these things can be a little bit confusing. Besides the point, keep that in mind. Keep subscribing, keep liking, so that way we can get to 1,000, so that we can have memberships, so y'all can be the full power patrons and the full power members, you know what I'm saying? Okay? So keep that in mind, because then they'll just become like member only videos or whatever, and they're right on the channel, right? So either way, let's get on with these shout outs. Okay, so then this list is getting long. So this is getting a little long. All right. So again, shout outs to Giante Sheridan. Shout outs to Jarek Rivera. Shout outs to Lewis Barnett. Shout out to Mark Wesley. Shout out to Mr. Washed. Damn, that's a crazy ass name. Shout outs to our boy Soul Awakens. And last but not least, from the land of the rising sun, our boy Juice All right. Again, everybody, thank you so much for being tier 3 or higher. It is definitely appreciated. And, you know, you guys are really making this podcast full power and out of control. I hope y'all enjoy the upcoming extras that we do have planned. You don't have to be a tier 3 to have access to the extras. You just have to be a tier 2 or higher. But yeah, appreciate it. We're gonna, you know, like I said, this studio set is a pending setup. So things will change over time as we can upgrade and update and everything like that. These mics are kind of shit. even though we, I do the post editing so they don't sound as bad, but we're trying to upgrade everything out here. Freaking send Kai a matching one or something. We got to figure some shit out, okay? So keep on the patronage and all that kind of stuff, and definitely appreciate all of y'all for the support, liking, sharing all that stuff, and leaving your comments, okay? Brother Ooch, what you got to say to the people at home?
Stay fresh, stay clean. Y'all already know the vibes. That was about it.
All right, Kai-san, how about you, sir?
Keep your comments in check.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, keep them in check before you get your primal lights right. Right. All right. So again, guys.
Priorities.
Yeah, please. And the grammar. Don't forget the grammar. Like, share, subscribe. Hit us up. Full Power Podcast. Links in the description on Twitter, on the Patreon. fullpowerpod@gmail.com for your business inquiries, questions, comments, concern, and fan art. Haven't had any of those in a while, but we have had them. So, and make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect you. Keep it locked, loaded right here on this channel. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all next time.